part of this offense.
Now that the Diddy done made you not like baby oil now. Like if I see baby oil, because I used to put it on all the time. I see baby oil, I don't even want nothing to do with it. I want to get that shit away from me. Yeah, Diddy out here got people don't even want to use baby oil. Like,
and talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. Was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. He is the bell cow.
Like, damn,
he is
Diddy,
the guy. This offense
you gotta scare the world
what they set out to
right
do
now.
on this one.
Quarterback feeling the pressure and down he goes at the 22.
Did you see his son threaten 50 come out when I see him? I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. Like, man, nobody convinced you gonna do none of that. What's wrong with this new generation of people? Like they think they're like it's a guy on the internet that be Colorado football trying to play him out all the time, and like he when I say this, if I ever was to see him in real life, I would slap the shit out of him. You know I'm dead ass serious.
Now in motion. To the air on second down.
My bad. There's some dude on the internet named T. Cal and shit. Like he get on my nerves. Because if you really think about it, like, first of all, men on the internet, like, especially on Twitter, is like, they like females. If you wake up and go to sleep off of the internet, and then they call it receipts and shit, every time somebody say something, you pull up receipts, like, to me, you're a snitch. Like, you a snitch in real life on somebody.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say.
Try to convert through the air.
Eric Souza, the transfer. Transfer the transfer. Oh, you respond.
Snitching, like, you'll be surprised, like, how many people actually really snitch. Oh, that's why you got good.
Two play drive.
The chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight.
You playing again?
But this is something these two guys have been repping in
drive for drive
over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Big boy look good.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15.
Max, that's Max, nigga. That's Max, nigga, on the block. That's Max on the block.
Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guy.
Little ass fullback. Get that little ass nigga out the way.
How about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Back to pass. It's Ramsey.
Bag, nigga. Bag, nigga. I'm still who I am on defense, man. This shit. Boy. Boy.
Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab, and he converts.
They let him catch that shit, bro.
To the 26.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the...
Turning it on.
Stop playing. You hit niggas. You hit niggas. That quarterback could be hurt. Stop playing.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Oh my God, we fucking hit him, man.
Play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way
incomplete,
to slow
nigga.
him down.
Good defense, fellas.
My job is to make sure that ball comes
Good man-to-man right there,
I
Mac.
gotta go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback,
This
but on
nigga
this
crazy as hell.
drive,
It ain't another man on earth. Not even my daddy that I got more love for than you. Nigga, shut up.
Seeing the field better. It's almost as if the
Nah,
game
what's
is
up with
starting
you?
to slow down.
I'm trying to win this bread, my nigga. What's up with you?
It was a good example.
That's the only reason why you be calling me and shit. Shit crazy.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has.
Bro, I don't want to keep bugging it, bro. Like, I don't know how else to put everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if she if it's still there by the time, if she want it, she gonna get it. If she don't, I don't see signs that she's showing me that she don't want it. She just ain't. She not the type of lady you just keep blowing her shit. It's just, she don't like that. She can cut her hair the fuck out. So she got all the information she needs, and it's just her making a decision before you either flip it or do something else with it or what. But remember I told you, she really don't need a car. She just think that it might be possible to have one when Erica can, yeah, because she don't need shit because she could call me. And Erica get with her every time, or she can get me to do it because I'm always home. So she trying to see if she in a situation where it'd be better for her to just have one sitting for anything that happens. You know what I'm saying? Where she can just get the fuck about and go. So it ain't an urgency like it was with Julian. You know what I'm saying? That's the only situation. But she ain't the only one I've been working. The problem is my aunt definitely will want it, but I think she trying to flip it, and that price tag too big for her in her head because she don't think. Yeah, she just gonna do what you doing, trying to sell it. So like when somebody do that, and I'm telling her the price that it is off of somebody else trying to sell it, she ain't gonna do it because she probably think, hey, I could have put 2,000 in that and then got the 5. Like I'd rather get another car, but she like everything else about it, just the price tag.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it. So
I ain't tell her 45 actually. Fuck, I forgot you said that. Hold on, let me text her that.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big
Nah, and fucking finishing this work up on the game and shit. Finally got my mom to take a little nap. I'm chilling. I'm glad you called because it reminded me. I gotta call. Let me check Erica. I gotta get my camera and shit. Her game tomorrow, right? I want to be able to record that shit. Hold on.
Great job looking that football.
Let me just text her so she knows that I'm on that type of time when she get home. I don't forget it. Did you go to the game Monday?
It didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage
Did they win?
slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the
That was the score?
to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer.
A 17-16 basketball game.
Yeah.
Oh, they was playing all defense.
Back to pass on second down.
They a little school though, bro.
I know, but usually that should be high scoring in middle school. That means she the only scorer on her team.
There's another girl's
All right, defense.
There's another one that's nice.
Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Finds a little space.
I think Brock called me. When last time you talked to him, he called me. I ain't answered though. He stayed with Nas. Like niggas be still straight. Niggas be straight.
Guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
It was 52.
They'll go to work in the air on
Niggas be
second
straight
down.
stealing your friend.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle.
Then be with them. Then be with them niggas straight talking about you. I'm just telling you how it is.
Man coverage.
I already know how it is.
Shit crazy.
Being on the same page, finding
Neither
a
one of them will be with it. Well, the nigga that's playing I can help you nigga don't even realize the nigga hated him.
Drag down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Sitting in the look, hanging with a nigga that didn't like you just about 5 months ago.
RPO, you want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run
I know how to go,
RPO.
bro. I'll be worried. Because I know where I stand at.
Yep.
I know where I stand at.
This the question you all gotta ask yourself every time. Are you a stand-up nigga?
Wants to go up top.
Standing here talking to me, right?
Is a nigga? Is there anybody on this earth that can say that nigga a piece of shit?
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the
My
first
bad.
half is
Who you
this has
with?
been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Is that boy with the Oregon team in the track against score?
For the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't get hit. A lot of times you see the offenses panic. They want to get back in when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stay patient.
Can
They
I
stay
just bring her
within
back?
themselves.
Just
They
try.
do an extra play
Okay,
away.
I'm gonna bring her back. Just try on so we get it right.
Kick it away.
Okay, you coming? Okay, okay.
Passing after that last score.
Now need it? Yeah, only that. Let's just go. Just wait.
Fielded in the end
How much?
zone, it's Harris. That's a
The little one here?
throws off
Yeah,
the game
put his
plan,
face
come
in the
out
box.
of the end zone, and you start
How much is it? How much is the big one?
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Drives into the pile just to pick up the one. They'll spot it on the 10. The Nittany Lions in the hurry up.
That was a big play to move the offense right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air, it's Ramsey.
Okay, $7.
Under fire. And a sack. All the way back at the 5. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for a 2-minute timeout.
What store you was just in?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working. Lining up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense.
You didn't see that shit in it, but oh my god.
And I just love the execution by this offense late in the half.
Hey, Mom.
You want to take the lead. You want to
What
get
you
that
ready to do?
momentum on your side, and they do.
You ready to lay down?
They finish it with the passing game.
You ready to lay down right now?
Keep that passing
All right, let me.
game.
I'm gonna come down and get you in your night clothes, okay? All right, hold on.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Ramsey. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out. Into the secondary on the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now rolling to the left. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab outside. It's Darden. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
You know, it's easy to catch the football, but it's a lot harder to catch it when you're about to be out of bounds and you got to twist your body and turn it and keep it in bounds. What a great job by the receiver with great body control, staying in bounds and making the catch.
Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And I tell you what, as a defense, you just got to stick with it. You got to keep playing, keep chasing. These QBs can do this. You watch them scramble around outside the pocket, gain some yards, but great job by the defense continuing to pursue, make the hit, cause the fumble.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. We're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Make sure that one fell incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Sprinting away. Touchdown, Penn State. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
This quarterback, part of their running game. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Ramsey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hell no.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. There he goes.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Got a little space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They're going to ride this running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the back.
Yo, Ant. Yo, Ant.
That time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Sooners are rolling down the field.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Why? How, Sway? You're sitting there watching him? No, bro. I
Well, look,
bagged that
wasn't a
shit.
touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This 2nd half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
You know, in a 2-minute situation like this, you've got to find your best players on the field. When you've got one of the best wide receivers in the game, that's the guy that you need to be throwing to as often as possible in a 2-minute situation late trailing.
Direct snap.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. That glitchy ass shit.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
man.